Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Muhammad from Watch, and I'm back with the full review of this Proxima PX1697. Basically what you've got here is a watch which looks like a certain Swiss or British brand, but it's not really entirely a clomage or a direct copy. Right, the price is going as of recording right now $259 US, but definitely you can get it much cheaper during the upcoming AliExpress sales starting from 12 to 18 millimeters. So what you've got here is a ceramic bezel, enamel dial, and a PT5000 hybrid movement, and you've got a uniquely designed case. Right, of course it is not entirely a totally new design by a certain by Proxima, but this is, you know, for the money, I think this is one of the best bang for buck watch that you can get on AliExpress. Let's go into the detail, but let's cue the intro. Alright guys, let's start with the things that I don't really like about this particular watch. Not that much. It's not that it is anything wrong, but for $259 US, the competition is quite competitive on the AliExpress market right now. So of course you've got St. Martin's, you've got Seastern, you've got a few other brands that is playing with that particular price point. But things that this brand can definitely improve is, first is their clasp. You see here it is just your normal stamp clasp with 4 micro adjusts. At least it has 4 micro adjusts. I just wish that they could have had in some logo here, but they didn't. Not that bad, but yeah, still, if they put it in, and it would be much better. And there is the crown. It is unsigned, although if you do buy a Seiko right now, so that will also, most of the affordable Seikos doesn't have any logo on the crown. And the color of the lume, right? You can see here the indices are a bit off-white and the hands are stark white, so they could have improved that. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So just my 3 niggles with this particular watch. The things that I like, oh, there are so many of those. Right, so you know what, let's just go one by one. The bezel insert is ceramic, right? And it is, of course, a lume ceramic bezel insert, and you have this traditional vintage looking bezel insert here with just a minimal marking on the 12, 5 and 10 and so on. And the bezel is nice, and you have this, is thin and nice, and you have this thick, what do you call this, I do think that metal thingy here does not move with the bezel insert. And of course the bezel action is nice as well. Okay, so there's no complaints there. And the most important thing is this thing, 120 clicks, and it aligns properly with the 12-hour markers, right? You know what, let's just go. Yeah. Okay, that is good to know. And we have this bezel, coin edge bezel, which is easy to grip, so that's good. And the sapphire crystal, you can see here that there is a bit of blue AR anti-reflective coating, so that's good. And we have this box dome sapphire crystal, which is not that cheap to produce, guys. And we have this white enamel dial with that Proxima logo. So ever since the release of this particular piece, there are a few other options available. So this is I chose the original color that it came out with, which is this white. And there's also a black and green and also blue, and recently there's also another white dial with a different style of indices. And of course this dial, it does remind you of some model from a British brand, but it's not really entirely a clomage or a copy of, or an homage, right? Because I think the closest model that you could find on that particular brand is the C65 Dune, I think. But even that particular model came out after this watch was released, so yeah, I don't know, guys. And of course you can't really call it a clomage because the hands that is used by Proxima is different from the ones that you would find You know what, let's just say it on the Christopher Watt C65 tune, right? So there you have it. This is not a homage of anything, I can assure you that. And one of the things that I do like is the placement of this 6 o'clock date wheel, which is in white, and I think on the other color the dial color versions, they are, you know, they are nicely done as well. If it is a dark color, they will be a black, I think. And yep, and of course those hands are, you know, we have this polish finishing on this side of the hands, and also brush finishing at this, you know, we will go to macro details later. And I do really love that capped second hands, which is, you know, it looks cool. It just make it looks a bit more expensive. But the unique selling point of this particular watch is that beautifully done case here, right? So this is not a, you know, an entirely new design, because Christopher Watt has already done this, but it is not, you know, an entirely a new totally copy to the Christopher Watt or any other Christopher Watt brand, any particular Christopher Watt model, but still they are, you know, maybe taking inspiration of that particular of Christopher Watt's design, which is, you know, not that bad. And we have this female end-link bracelet, so bracelet is nice, and fully brushed on the top, polish on the brush on the side, and we have these screw links here. And the good thing about this particular bracelet is that it has this full links and also a half link on top of that 4 micro adjust. And in the middle at the scissor clasp, we have this Proxima and Orion logo, so I assume this particular clasp is being used with another model as well. And we have that quick release pins at the back of the bracelet, which is easy to use whenever you want. I want to, you know, swap the bracelet out with another straps. And we have that Monterey case back, donning the case back here. It is a laser etching, and although it's put here, it's stated here as a limited edition, I'm not really sure how limited are these, because they are still being sold right now. And yeah, I don't really know why Proxima or any other brands for that matter, I mean AliExpress brand, put the limited edition at the bottom of the case, at the case back. Anyways, let's just quickly give some power to the PT5000 movement inside the watch. And you can see here, screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance, I think so. Okay, yep, the meters. And you can see that when I want to hack the movements, so that is okay, easy to be done. And let's just get out of the danger zone. I think I'm out of the danger zone. Let's just quickly put it at the tendon position. So you can see here there's no crown guard here, so is you know, when you are hand winding the PT5000 movement and screwing it back in, so you will always have that, you know, resistance to whenever you are doing that. So that's good. And totally forgot to mention about the dimension of this particular piece. So this one is a 39.5 millimeters in diameter from here to here, a thickness of 11.7 millimeters, and a lug to lug of 45.4 with a lug width of 20 millimeters. So basically a very nice size, a universal size for small or big wrist size. Okay, all in all, guys, I just can't get my head around it, on how comfortable it is to wear. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lightweight, maybe it's the bracelet 20 millimeters tapering to 16 millimeters. It just feels really nice on hands. But okay, so let's just quickly put it on wrist. But before we do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my Martin SN0111A. This is the A version with the mil-sub hands, and you can see that 40 millimeters versus 39.5. This one of course looks a bit bigger because of the white dial, but if you want to, you know, wear something a little bit more discreet, you can always go for the black dial. And you can see, guys, that the fit on my wrist is really beautiful. All right, so I haven't took it off the bracelet that much, because I think that wearing it on this particular bracelet is the best way to go. But still, we will show you guys a few shots with another different straps later on. Right, let's just go for a quick macro check. Okay, guys, so this is how the Proxima PX1697 look under the macro lens, you can see there that the hands are finished nice. So you can see that the tip of the hands here is brushed, and the body or of the hands are polished. That is nicely done there, and the applied indices looks really nicely done. And yeah, I think there's quite a lot of, you know, I think they put it 15 or 16 layers of loom there, and if you can see here under the macro lens, you can see that the difference between the hands and the indices here, yeah, it kind of sucks, but yeah, still not big of a deal. And the sapphire dome crystal looks nicely done as well, and the polishing on the back case back, or sorry, the underside of the case here is nicely done as well. And you can see that the brush finishing is just nice, right from the top. Brush finishing on the case, brush finishing on the bracelet, and the crown is polished as well. So this one I haven't picked up any scratch just yet, but yeah, still that one, if you use this thing quite a lot, that will be the first area where it would scratch a lot. And yeah, the cloth is nice as well, and yeah, there's nothing here to check on. And yeah, this is why I think it looks a bit, you know, there's something off with this particular glass because there's no markings whatsoever. Right, so let's just take it off the macro lens and check out the competition. Okay, so for $259 and of course you can always get it much cheaper during the upcoming AliExpress sales, so you might want to consider what are the other options available. So this one is the first one, so maybe you could get this at around 230. The second you know, option that you can go is this SN0111, but there is also another model, which is this Ixdao, right? Ixdao and ipose. This one is going for about 220 now, and it will, I think it, if you shop properly, you can get this at around maybe less than 200 bucks. So 55,000 movement, 55,000 movement, and Seiko NH35. So yeah, I can go with either of these movement because they are equally good. But of course, if you want something that has, you know, a high bit movement, you can't go wrong with the Ixdao and also the Proxima. But do bear in mind that this one has a few issues that I mentioned before, and please do check out my full video review of this particular. So are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, and boom, you can see already the loom on the Proxima is glowing nicely, but this is the only thing that the one more details that I should say, or I should remind you guys. The hands, right? The hands, the loom on the hands is basically a little bit weak compared to the indices. Normally they would go, it would, you know, normally the loom on the hands will be much better than the indices, but that is not the case with the Proxima. Okay, so of course the loom on the Saint Martin is going to be great, right? So you can't complain with Saint Martin there. That is why they are the market leader, and you can't also complain on the loom on the Ixdao. But yeah, this is, you know, the application is different. This one is printed, this one is, you know, applied. So yeah, I know guys, it's a bit difficult, but I do really like this particular watch. Okay, so let's just quickly take the bracelet on this particular Proxima and put it on some other different straps. You know what, just quickly show you how to remove the bracelet. You just pull this double 2 taps here. Do bear in mind that you do have to have some fingernails, otherwise it's going to be a bit difficult because the spring that they're using is quite tough to remove. Okay, so let's just go for strap number 1, which is this a leather strap from an AliExpress brand. I just can't remember on top of my head right now, so of course I will leave a link down below if you guys want to get this particular strap. This one, they say that they are using Hawaiian leather, but yeah, I'm not really sure whether that is true or not. But still, I think for about $25 this is one of the most expensive straps on AliExpress, but still the quality is very nice for the money, guys. So do tell me if you can get a Hawaiian leather strap for $25, right? Not on AliExpress. So I'm thinking there's not much of a competition out there. Okay, so that is how it looks on a leather strap. So what do you guys think? This is brown leather, And yeah, of course, putting a leather strap on a dive watch is not maybe a sin for some, but still I do like it. Let's just quickly put it on a rubber strap. So I think the next option is from Julong, I think. So yep, we have this khaki canvas on top of a FKM rubber strap. This one also has a quick release pins. I figured that this brown would look nice on this. Yep, I do think so. What do you guys think? And yep, because we have this quick release pins, it's easy to put it on and off. Okay, so maybe not putting it on but releasing it is easy, right? Okay, so that's good. And you can see here that the distance between the spring bar and the case is just nice, so it's not really that tight. And yeah, I think this is one of the better combination, because I do think that this khaki works really nice with a white dial. What do you guys think? Of course, having an FKM rubber is a bonus, because you can now bring this bring this watch to a dive or a swim. And let's just go to strap number 3, which is my favorite strap brand. This is the Cordura single pass strap from Vario Singapore. I think the green, this navy green, looks really nice paired with this white dial watch. What do you guys think? And of course, giving it that military-ish look. And yeah, I think this would work, right? Yeah, I think that looks cool. Anyways, if you guys want to get yourself one of these, of course there are a few dial options available, but for me, still the best is this white color dial. And of course, if you guys want to get this, so please do use my affiliate link down below, and it will really help the channel. And because from the commission that I get from the sales, I will of course invest in getting more watches to review for you guys, right? So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.